estimate each sum or difference below by stating which whole numbers the answer should be between. Then check your solution by calculating the actual sum or difference. So according to the directions, the first thing we want to do is estimate. So when they say sum or difference, that means we're either going to be adding or subtracting. So let's see. So sum means the result of addition. Difference means the result of subtraction. And then we need to be stating between what whole numbers. Whole numbers are the 0 and the 1, the 2s, the 3s, and on. So the counting numbers and including the 0. And then they do want us to actually check our conclusion. So estimate means come up with a number without calculating. And then later they're saying check by actually calculating. So how far were we close to our estimation or not? And again, they're using the word sum, which means adding or the result of adding, and difference means the result of subtracting. So looking at problem A, so remember estimate. So let me write it down first. So I look at the whole numbers and it says like 5 minus 2. So I'm gonna say, well, you know what, my answer will be between 2 and 3. I mean, you can say it's 3, but they're asking us between. Okay, so as a full sentence, I'm gonna say and then instead of saying answer, I'm gonna say the difference. So the difference according to my estimation, I could say the difference. So I'm gonna say the estimated difference, or according to the, so let's see, the estimated difference is between, so they do want it between two numbers, so that's what I'm using their words, between 2 and 3. So when we estimate, it doesn't mean it's wrong, it's how you see it. Now the second step, it says we actually calculate. So I'm going to copy it again. So it's given to us like written next to one another, right? But when we do decimals, we want to line up by the decimal place value. I'm also reading where the decimal place is, and I see 2 decimal places here and I see only 1, so I'm gonna add a 0 to match the decimal places. Now I'm gonna line up on the side. So 5 and 20 hundredths minus 2, and then 9 is in the place of the hundredths place, so it's like 9 cents. So now we want to subtract, and remember the subtracting is if you don't have enough, you have to borrow. For example, you go 0 minus 9, I can't do that, so I'm going to change that to 1, and the 0 becomes a 10. So 10 minus 9 is 1, and then continue on your own, and then decide if we were correct, right? So finish example A on your own. And example D is similar to example A, except you're adding. So when you're writing your statement, you're going to say the estimated sum. Okay, and I will help you with one of those mixed numbers, B or C, in this video. So moving on, looking at B, so I'm going to start with the estimate. So looking at the whole numbers, in my head I'm saying, well, 25 minus 17, so they're 8 units apart as a difference. So I can say, I know there's little parts that are being subtracted as well, so but again, it's an estimate, so I'm just gonna say, well, you know what, my answer is gonna be between 7 or 8. Or if somebody said, well, what about between 8 and 9? So you decide. So I'm going to say again the estimated, and again this is a difference because of the minus. The estimated difference is between, so I'm using the same words, and then in my opinion is between 7 and 8. Now let's actually do it. So pause the video so you can finish the sentence. So right now when I have takeaway, first of all, when we have fractions, we do need common denominators. I'm going to line them up, and I'm not going to subtract yet. I want to see like how is that going to help me when I have a mixed number. So if I want to change to a common denominator, I'm looking at 3 and 6. I'm going to multiply by the giant 1, except I'm using the 2 as a giant 1. So right now, the top number is 25 and 2 6s. And then 17 will stay the same and 5 6s. So right now, if I only had the fraction 2 6 minus 5 6, that's not gonna help me because I don't go 2 minus 5. I don't have enough, so I need to borrow. So remember how we're subtracting? So I'm going to give 1 whole, so I'm gonna change that to 24 plus 1 whole plus 2 over 6, and that 1 whole I will change to a 6 over 6. So altogether this will join as 8 over 6. I would have enough to subtract. So let's rewrite the problem. So we have 24, I don't have space, I'm going to rewrite it here. So 24, because I gave 1 whole, and so I had 8 6 minus 17 and 5 6. So looking at the whole numbers, 24 minus 17, that's a 7. So 7 whole numbers. And then 8 6, I'm just going to write on the side, minus 5 6. Remember, the 6 stays as a common denominator. And then we go 8 minus 5, that gives me 3. So we're getting 7 and 3 6. And then 3 6 could be reduced. So that will be 1/2. So my final answer is 7 and 1/2. And according to my statement, I was close. I said it's between 7 and 8. If you said between 8 and 9, you're still close because of the estimation. So the estimation is not exact answer anyway. So go ahead and reduce the 3 6s on your own and box your answer and continue the other problems on your own. Use that idea. I helped you with the first 2.